Good morning. So I just woke up after a very good sleep, and just as I opened my eyes, really didn't wash my face even yet. I'm already starting to get advices from the Israelis because it's never ending. If they could have given me the advices while I sleep, I'm sure they would have tried. If they thought it was possible. And I just wonder, let's for 1 minute, let's leave aside all the most important aspect of their behavior, which is extreme immorality and cruelty. Let's just speak about it from the rational point of view. For decades now, they fight each other in intelligence communities to gain access to scraps of the flesh that they take away from me, that they steal from me. This is an issue that I haven't spoken about it because it's, well, I mean, I don't really care about the whole their infightings. But of course, I mean, you can understand very well that for such people that are sharks, I mean, most of what they do is to compete with each other. I spoke about it, I mean, when I spoke about the what I call the distributed nature of borrow the term from computer science. Distributed nature of the intelligence community in Israel. So a lot of my torture, many of specific tortures occurred during my life, just happened because infighting inside the Shabak of control over me. Because of course, I mean, they are like pirates. They don't have like pirates don't have issue with taking money from other pirates. And of course, this all led to me being extremely hateful towards them, and that they'll do anything that they can to first leave the state, and second, not give them what they want, which is scraps of my nanobots. And all the while, while basic science work done by a person without any scientific background, only theoretical computer science, which has nothing to do with anything that we've touched so far. Perhaps it will be relevant in the future because, I mean, ultimately we deal with a kind of computers here. But until now, anything that, I mean, I haven't spoken about anything that even, perhaps just as a metaphor related to computer science. Only basic stuff that I only used basic things that I've studied in high school, and just experimentation with them in I would say Spartan terms. No, and all this not for long. And all that was enough to show you, positively demonstrate that it's possible to replicate the thing that they want so much, just by basic science work. And they fought each other, and they tortured me for decades to gain access to scraps. And who knows how much of taxpayer money was spent for these sharks to try to get scraps and torture me and make me hateful towards them in irreparable way. All the while, just allowing me to breathe. And stop the lying and torture would have made me able to produce immense amount of this material without anyone getting hurt decades ago. And they understand all that, and they still give me advices from the moment I open my eyes in the morning. And I ask God, is there no limit to the ego of human being? No limit at all? Is there a theoretical possibility that a human being will say, okay, I was so wrong that I will shut the fuck up at least for a day, and rethink my attitude? Or maybe it's just impossible. Maybe, however wrong is stupid and wasteful and irrational and barbaric a person will act, and they will know that they acted that way, their mouths will still be open. It will still be open.